Good morning, guys. Thanks for listening to Coffee with Christ on this freezing day. Man, winter is hanging on like we hang on to bad habits. It is like 5 here. 1, 7, something crazy cold. But we got our coffee and we got our Jesus, so we're good. So this morning we're gonna talk about problems. Something we all have in common. We have troubles, we have problems. And so I think a lot of times we have preached the gospel in a way that is like a used car salesman selling Jesus to people, that, hey, if you come and follow Jesus, you are not going to have problems. You're going to get 5 Mercedes and you're going to never have a problem. At least that's how it comes across a lot of times. And it's very easy when you're talking and teaching on this end about the blessings and promises of God to make it sound like that. And so sometimes I think to kind of go back and not be in error, sometimes I seem like a negative Nancy. But the truth of the matter is, I love you guys. I love people, and I don't want anyone to go through things like I did, because I personally, when we had troubles and persecutions and these things, I had to dig in and really question and ask God. I'm like, am I a person with no faith? I felt a lot of condemnation in that. And I had to come to a good place. And so now I think I want to teach balance. And so I guess this is what life looks like without Jesus. Do you like my drawings? Just like my drawings. It's life without Jesus. And guess what? This is life with Jesus. That's right. There's still things in the way. There are still things that happen, paths that happen that are bringing trouble. And so I'm not the only one who said this. I've experienced it. But you know what? We go to Jesus for everything. And Jesus said this in John 16:33. He says, I have told you all of this so that you may have peace in me. So go read John 16 and find out the all of this that he's talking about. Here on earth, you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart because I have overcome the world. Jesus said that we were going to have many troubles and sorrows. So it's like, why do we follow Jesus? Don't we want a perfect life? We follow Jesus because he is life. We follow Jesus because he is our Savior. We fall in love with him and it makes us want to follow him. He is with us when we have all of these trials and sorrows, and we can have joy and we can have peace through them. He goes with us. That's the hope. So in Romans 8, it says, at 8:35, can anything ever separate us from Christ's love? Does it mean he no longer loves us if we have trouble or calamity, or are persecuted, or are hungry, or destitute, or in danger, or threatened with death? As the scriptures say, for your sake we are killed every day. We are being slaughtered like sheep. No, despite all of these things, overwhelming victory is ours through Christ who loved us. A lot of times we're having problems. We think it's not real. Jesus doesn't really love us. This whole God thing, there's so much bad in the world. It's not real. But the truth is, God is not somebody that we follow because nothing's going to happen. The promise is, the hope is that he's with us, that we can have hope and we can not be broken, and he can go with us, and he continually makes a way for us a little bit at a time. When we meet an obstacle, he shows us a way to climb over it, walk around it. He's with us. He's given us joy and peace in it. And so that's the encouragement today. If you're having some problems, you know what? Nothing can separate you from the love of Christ. He loves you. He is with you, and our victory is in Jesus because he has overcome the world. Jesus said it. So have a great day. I'm praying for you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.